Welcome to Lesson 6.7 of the Grant Architect course. In this lesson, we explore partnership taxonomy, examining the different types and levels of partnerships in grant-funded projects. Not all partnerships are equal, and understanding these distinctions is essential for accurate proposal writing. Understanding the spectrum from informal collaboration to formal joint ventures helps you describe partnerships accurately and appropriately in proposals. The language you use to describe partnerships signals their depth and commitment level to reviewers. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify partnership types, understand their implications for grant projects, and present them effectively to funders using appropriate terminology. Partnerships matter significantly in grant-funded work for several compelling reasons. Expanded capacity means partners bring resources you lack or cannot develop quickly. No organization has everything it needs to address complex problems alone. Partners can provide expertise, facilities, relationships, or other resources you need to succeed. Credibility means strong partners enhance proposal competitiveness substantially. A well-known university partner or established community organization adds credibility and signals quality. Partners signal that others believe in your project and are willing to invest their own resources and reputation. Funder expectations include that many grants require or prefer partnerships as part of their funding strategy. Some RFPs mandate partnerships explicitly. Others score partnership sections heavily in review criteria. Understanding funder expectations guides partnership development from the beginning. Implementation support means partners help deliver programs in the field. Partners often implement portions of the project directly. They extend your reach and capability beyond what you could achieve alone. Types of partnerships relevant to grant-funded projects span a wide range of relationships with different characteristics and implications. Community partnerships involve organizations that serve or represent target populations. These partners provide access, credibility, and community knowledge that may be difficult to obtain otherwise. Community partnerships are particularly important when cultural competence and community trust are essential for success. Service delivery partnerships involve organizations that will help implement program activities. A community health center providing screening services or a school district hosting after-school programs are examples. These partnerships directly affect your capacity to deliver what you propose. Research partnerships bring scientific expertise and methodological rigor. Universities, research institutions, and evaluation firms often serve as research partners. These partnerships may be essential for projects with significant evaluation or research components. Technical partnerships provide specialized expertise or resources. Technology companies, professional associations, or specialty consultants might fill this role. Technical partners help you access capabilities you lack internally. Advocacy and policy partnerships connect projects to broader change efforts. Partnerships with advocacy organizations can help translate project findings into policy impact. Consider which partnership types are most relevant for your project and ensure you have appropriate partners for each function. Partnership types can be categorized by role. Service delivery partners implement program components. They may deliver specific services within your project. For example, a mental health provider delivering counseling within your workforce program. Referral partners connect participants to services. They send clients to you or receive referrals from you. Referral relationships expand reach without formal implementation roles. Research partners provide evaluation or research capacity. Universities or research organizations often fill this role. They bring methodological expertise and credibility. Community partners represent community voice and access. Community-based organizations, faith communities, or neighborhood groups provide legitimacy and reach into communities. Partnership types can be categorized by structure. Lead organization model has one organization leading while others support. The lead applicant holds the grant and subcontracts to partners. Authority is clear. Consortium model has multiple organizations sharing leadership. Decision-making is distributed among partners. Governance structures manage the collective. This requires more coordination. Fiscal agent model has one organization managing funds for a collective. The fiscal agent may not be the program leader, but handles financial management. hub and spoke model has a central organization coordinating distributed partners. Partners may operate independently in different locations, while the hub provides coordination and support. Levels of partnership commitment vary significantly, and understanding these levels helps you describe partnerships accurately. Networking represents the lowest level of partnership commitment. Organizations share information and maintain awareness of each other's work, but do not coordinate activities or share resources. Networking is valuable for staying informed, but represents minimal commitment. Cooperation involves some coordination of activities to avoid duplication and ensure complementarity. Organizations maintain separate programs but communicate to align efforts. Resource sharing remains limited. This level shows awareness but not deep integration. Coordination involves actively synchronizing activities and possibly sharing some resources. Organizations adjust their work based on partner activities. This requires more communication and some joint planning, but organizations still operate independently. Collaboration represents significant joint effort with shared planning, shared resources, and shared accountability for outcomes. Organizations work together on common goals with integrated activities. This level requires substantial investment in partnership management. Integration represents the deepest partnership level with merged activities and possibly structures. Organizations may jointly operate programs, share staff, or create new entities. This level requires the most trust and the most intensive management. Accurately characterizing your partnership level builds credibility with reviewers. Assessing partnership strength helps you determine which partnerships to highlight in proposals and how to characterize them accurately. Several factors indicate partnership strength. History and track record matter. Have you worked together before? What was the experience? Partnerships with successful histories are more credible than new relationships. Length and depth of relationship affect credibility. A 5-year partnership with multiple joint projects suggests stronger bonds than a recent connection. Mutual benefit assessment examines whether the partnership serves both parties. Sustainable partnerships provide value to all partners. One-sided relationships are fragile. Resource commitment demonstrates seriousness. What are partners investing? Financial contributions, staff time, facilities, and expertise all indicate genuine commitment. Promises without resources suggest weak partnerships. Formalization level shows intentionality. Are there written agreements? Have roles been clearly defined? Formalized partnerships with documented understandings are more reliable. Champion presence asks whether there are individuals in each organization who actively support and maintain the partnership. Partnerships need champions to survive leadership transitions and competing priorities. Assess your partnerships honestly and describe them accurately in proposals. Strategic partnership selection starts with your needs. Gap analysis identifies what capabilities you need. What do you lack that the project requires? Expertise, facilities, community relationships. Be honest about gaps. Partner mapping identifies who has those capabilities. Which organizations could fill your gaps? Create a list of potential partners with relevant capabilities. Relationship assessment asks what existing relationships you can build on. It is easier to deepen existing relationships than start new ones. Which potential partners do you already know? Alignment asks whether potential partners share your goals. Partners need compatible missions and values. Misaligned partners create friction. Developing new partnerships requires intentional effort. Initial outreach involves making first contact appropriately. Who do you know at the organization? Can someone make an introduction? What is the best way to approach them? Mutual benefit identifies what each party gains. Partnerships must benefit both sides. What do you offer the partner? What do they offer you? Clear expectations involve defining roles and responsibilities. Before formalizing, discuss what each partner will do. Vague expectations lead to disappointment. Building trust involves starting small and growing. New partnerships benefit from early successes. Consider a small collaboration before proposing major joint work. Describing partnerships in proposals requires strategic presentation that builds credibility without overstating relationships. Start with clear partnership identification. Who are your partners? Describe each organization briefly so reviewers understand who they are. Include relevant credentials that establish partner capacity. Explain partnership purpose. Why are you partnering with each organization? What do they bring that you need? What do you bring that they need? The logic of the partnership should be clear. Describe specific partner roles. What will each partner actually do? Be specific rather than vague. Partner A will provide training facilities and certified instructors for 12 workshop sessions is more compelling than Partner A will support training activities. Quantify partner contributions where possible. How much staff time? What value of facilities or equipment? What financial commitment? Numbers demonstrate seriousness. Address partnership history if relevant. If you have worked together successfully before, describe this briefly. Prior collaboration predicts future success. Include evidence of commitment such as letters of support or memoranda of understanding. Documented commitment is more credible than assertions. Be honest about partnership limitations. New partnerships or those still in development should be described accurately rather than overstated. Common partnership problems can undermine grant-funded projects. Understanding these problems helps you avoid them and address concerns proactively in proposals. Unclear expectations create conflict when partners have different understandings of their roles, responsibilities, or what they will receive from the partnership. Formal agreements with explicit expectations prevent this problem. Imbalanced contribution occurs when one partner feels they are giving more than they are receiving. Sustainable partnerships require mutual benefit. Monitor whether contributions and benefits remain balanced over time. Communication failures happen when partners do not stay adequately informed about project developments affecting them. Regular structured communication prevents surprises and maintains alignment. Turf conflicts arise when organizations have overlapping missions and compete for recognition, resources, or influence. Clear role boundaries and shared credit help prevent turf battles. Timeline misalignment occurs when partners operate on different schedules. Academic partners may follow semester calendars, while community organizations follow program years. Address timing differences proactively. Staff turnover disrupts partnerships when key individuals leave and relationships must be rebuilt. Institutionalizing partnerships beyond individual relationships provides stability. Acknowledge potential challenges and describe your strategies to prevent or address them. Managing partnerships requires ongoing attention throughout the project lifecycle. Regular communication includes scheduled meetings, progress updates, and informal check-ins. Partners should meet regularly, not just when problems arise. Consistent communication maintains alignment and prevents misunderstandings from escalating. Clear governance establishes decision-making processes for the partnership. Who decides what? How are disputes resolved? What happens when circumstances change? Governance structures prevent confusion and ensure efficient operations. Conflict resolution addresses disagreements constructively. Conflicts will arise in any meaningful partnership. Having established processes to address them prevents escalation and preserves relationships. Address disagreements early before they become entrenched. Accountability involves tracking partner contributions against commitments. Are partners delivering what they committed? Regular accountability discussions keep partnerships on track and ensure the project achieves its goals. Partnership documentation provides evidence of relationships. Letters of support express commitment and endorsement. They are the minimum documentation. Letters should be specific to the project and describe what the partner will do. Memoranda of understanding outline relationship terms. MOUs are more formal than letters, but typically not legally binding. They describe mutual expectations and responsibilities. Contracts are legal agreements with binding terms. When partners receive funding or have significant obligations, contracts may be appropriate. They create enforceable commitments. Matching depth means documentation should match partnership depth. Light partnerships need light documentation. Deep partnerships need more formal agreements. Here is a practical exercise to apply what you have learned. Step 1. List current organizational partnerships. Who do you work with now? Include formal and informal relationships. Step 2. Categorize each by type and commitment level. Use the taxonomies from this lesson. Where does each partnership fall on the spectrum? Step 3. Identify partnership gaps for a current or potential project. What capabilities do you need that current partners do not provide? What gaps exist? Step 4. Develop a strategy to address one gap. How could you build a partnership to fill that gap? Who could you approach? What would you offer them? Let us summarize the key points from this lesson on partnership taxonomy. Partnerships matter in grant-funded work because they expand capacity, enhance credibility, meet funder expectations, and support implementation. Not all partnerships are equal. Understanding the spectrum from networking through integration helps you describe partnerships accurately and appropriately. Levels of commitment include networking with information sharing, cooperation with some coordination, coordination with synchronized activities, collaboration with shared planning and resources, and integration with merged operations. Assessing partnership strength involves examining history, mutual benefit, resource commitment, formalization, and champion presence. Honest assessment enables accurate description. Describing partnerships and proposals requires identifying partners, explaining purpose, specifying roles, quantifying contributions, demonstrating history, and including evidence of commitment. Managing partnerships throughout the project requires ongoing attention to communication, governance, conflict resolution, and accountability. Address these elements in your management plan. Common partnership problems include unclear expectations, imbalanced contributions, communication failures, and turnover disruptions. Proactive management prevents these problems. In our next lesson, we will explore memoranda of understanding, examining how to formalize partnerships effectively.